Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 9 of The Forest. We have just managed to track our way through Cave 7 backwards. It's still 2:30 in the morning for me. I'm sure it's not that for you. At least I hope it's not that for you. But never mind. We continue the unbelievably long piece of footage I made earlier in the evening to complete the game. So, our objective for this episode, the first objective, is to get the rebreather, to get back into the sinkhole, and to go down the correct cave this time in order to start exploring the final cave, which is where the rest of the story is. Okay, back to my raging counterpart from the past. Man, my character may be going insane, but I swear to you I am as well. Okay, so, basically, I have figured out the location of the cave. It's apparently in here. So, there's hello, Mr. Squirrel. You have a very short tail for a squirrel. Maybe you're a strange sort of American squirrel. So, basically there's two entrances to this cave. One, which the Forest Wiki gives extremely vague directions about, and one of which it gives absolutely pinpoint directions about. This is one of them. This is the entrance A, we'll call it, and it says that without the rebreather, going down here is practically a death sentence. So I should probably save before I do that, thinking about it. But it says it will likely result in death. It does not say it is impossible to get through here without the rebreather. It just says that it's very unlikely. So it would appear that I might be able to save myself some time. Yeah, the red one is the sinkhole, the blue one is the lake, and the pink one is Cave 7. Which I don't think I'm going to need, because I think I just go down the zipline again. But, yes. Because the directions to the other entrance are not at all clear, I'm going to try and get down here. I'm not really sure how well this is going to go. In fact, I'm pretty much convinced it's going to go unbelievably terribly, but I'm going to try and see what happens. Apparently one of the other advantages of the rebreather, beyond the whole, you know, yeah, beyond the whole, I see what they mean now. One of the advantages of the rebreather, besides it giving you oxygen, is it has a light on it, which means you can actually see where you're going. I will invest more time, and I will find out where the other entrance to Cave 5 is. Guess what? My death was actually good. Shock horror, my death was actually a good idea. Because upon further research, I have since discovered that the cave is actually constituted of two parts. One part, that part, the side which you go into via the lake, is actually a very dumb idea going in there. For me, anyway, because as it transpires, the rebreather isn't on that side of the cave. You see, there's two sides of the cave. One side of the cave comes out like this, the other one comes out like this. There's a great big door in the middle. Sorry, I walloped the microphone. There's a great big door in the middle. And I was going on the side of the door, which didn't actually have the rebreather in. So, as it transpired, even if I'd survived that, and the time I managed to get out of there, which would have been the miracle of the century, miracle of the millennium, I still wouldn't have done any good, because I would have been on the wrong side of the door in order to find the rebreather. Isn't that lovely? Fantastic. Anyway, I'm now going to try and find one of the other entrances to Cave 5. Okay, this isn't really very useful to me because this isn't where I was supposed to be going, but marigold, lovely. Look what I found a tree. Nice tree. Peaceful tree. Kind of tree a person could hang themselves from if they were absolutely sick to playing this freaking game. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this serene and peaceful? Please tell me this is what I think it is. Do you want me to put some dynamite in here? Would you like me to do that? Really? One-eighth of a pistol, the black-beaked might for you. As if this day couldn't get any worse. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. So, you can make a gun. I guess that makes sense why there's old gun ammo here. Great, wonderfully, wonderfully useful that is. That's so useful to me. An eighth of a pistol. Somehow I couldn't care less about an eighth of a pistol. To be honest, I'm not even sure I'd be excited if it was 100% of a pistol at this point. Okay, so I found a hole in the ground that's in roughly the right position, and I'm hoping that it's the right one. So, guess what this cave has lots of? Water. Lots of water. So, you'll excuse me for a while I drowned myself numerous times attempting to find the rebreather. I've been here before. Yes, I have. I've been in this cave before. Great. This was probably the cave I died in when I drowned myself that other time. If I need to go back into that area to try and get through this, Do you remember this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know what this is? This is the pool of water that I went into, I don't know, episode 3, episode 4? Where I just went into the water and couldn't get out again, and drowned. It's right here. It's right there. If I'd looked 5 meters to the left before I went in there, I would have been fine. I cannot express to you the pain in my heart right now. Just the pure agony of knowing that I was that close the whole time. And that if I picked it up then, not only would I have not have died then, I would have had the rebreather when I went down to the sinkhole for the first time, which means I wouldn't have gone through cave 7, so I wouldn't have then banged my hand on the bottom of my desk. So, not only would I have not died in that situation, which was one of the contributing factors to me disliking this game to the point where I called the last episode final, before editing it to final for now. Thank you. For crying out loud, could you? Thank you. But it's also meant that I spent about an hour trying to find... Shove off. If you kill me, I will cry! You will be responsible for making a grown man cry! Okay, now I have a torch. That's lovely. Ah, shut up. Nobody cares. So, I now have the rebreather. Some extra booze. And I have some sort of a torch. Where's my torch? That's not the torch. Where's my torch? There it is. Ah. Wait, can I... And finally I can see 2 meters away from my own face. We're close. Like I should emphasize that. I know I look defeated, but we're close. We're really dang close at this point. I think if we can get out of this cave Can I turn this off, please, somehow? F, maybe? No. I unequip this, put the compass out instead or something just so I don't waste the battery. I think if we go back to the sinkhole, we save, we go back down into the sinkhole, and we... we do the thing, we go into the hole in the ground. Big and sort of round it was. It's not there now, though. What? If I die? If this kills me? Game. Good. If I had died then, I would have smashed my computer into a million small pieces and then eaten them. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I've got the rebreather and that's the only thing I care about. So. Yes, good, I'm still alive. Hoorah. I'm still confused why they haven't killed me. Why haven't they killed me? Seriously, you think they'd be sick of me by now? Do they get pleasure out of tormenting me and trying to murder me a million times over? Never mind. And once again, we jump on the zipline again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I found where you want to be is just where the black hole of the centre is just disappearing underneath your character's groin. That's right about the right place to be. Right, let me get whatever is stuck under my nail off. Let me put my rebreather on, and we will have another look down here and see what we can find. Yeah, it has some sort of a light on it. Not convinced this will work, but hey ho, who cares? I don't know what's down this here. I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I'm now managing to freeze to death, that's great. Hopefully I find land before I freeze. This is fun, isn't it? This is fun gameplay. Where the grand total of nothing happens, because we're just moving down a cave system extremely slowly. Fire, please. We are in what is known as the Hell Cave. Cave of Hell, I don't know what it's called. I think it's in my to-do list to explore the Cave of Hell. Explore Sinkhole Cave, that's probably what it's called. Chasm Cave, Submerged Cave, Wet Cave, Hanging Cave. Lovely, lovely names that have absolutely no use to me whatsoever because they do not even begin to explain the locations of them. What do we have here? A drawing of me, probably, trying to swim through here with the rebreather on. That's lovely. Tell me we're nearing the end. Tell me there's no more. What's this? Keycard. Yes, I know. I know about the keycard. I've already got the accursed thing. I didn't come here unprepared. Yes, I did, because I didn't have the rebreather. But I came here prepared with the thing to open the door, even if I didn't have the thing and needed to actually reach the door. I don't know who lives down here, or why they've brought Timmy down here, but all I can say is... There are better places to store people. For whatever purpose they took him for. There are better places to store him. Places that do not require quite so many resources to reach. Armsy breakout. Ah, lovely stuff. suddenly everything starts to make a lot more sense. So there were some secret scientist people, and they were doing some form of experiments, either on the armsies or bones. Okay, I suppose I'll have them. I'm not quite sure whether they'll come in handy for, but I've got bones now. I don't know, there's a joke in there about a creature evolving to have a skeletal structure, but I'm too tired to work it out right now, so somebody do that for me, please. So either they found the armsies here and they took them somewhere else to examine them, or nope, not interested, not getting the rock climbing equipment. I've already gone and gotten enough stuff for you. I'm not going and getting the rock climbing equipment. I don't care what this game says, I'm not doing it. The other possibility is that I need to position my hands in the correct way, which I can't quite do. See? Told you I wasn't going to get in the rock climbing gear. Oh, I should really be using the torch at this point, shouldn't I? Yeah, so the scientist people were they either discovered the armsies and the rest of the leggy creatures down here. They either discovered them and took them away to study them, or they came here to experiment on the tribes in order to try and turn them into monsters, because they weren't already monsters or anything. So, this seems very final, and frankly it had better be, because I'm about to go insane. I feel like I've said nothing else for this entire session, which started at about 5 PM and it's currently 9 o'clock in the evening. Interesting. Different lighting scheme down here than we've ever seen before. Seems as if they're lighting it for cinematic purposes. Some weird red lights bouncing around all over the show. Is this special, or is this just a weird random rock formation? I'm going to assume for the moment it's the latter. Oh, boat! Fantastic. I don't know why I care about a boat, but maybe I do. Maybe a boat is the only thing in this game that hasn't tried to murder me, flame me alive, rip me to shreds, or just tell me that my princess is in another castle. I.e., I need another piece of equipment in order to get down this cave. This seems very convenient. Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep in there. This seems like a let's save all the boss fights. All I can say is this had better be the end, or I is gonna cry. Here are my priestly robes. I'm not even covered in blood. What's this? A cave. A tunnel. Oh no, I don't have the keycard. Oh wait a minute, yes I do! The one part of this playthrough that's gone right. The only part of this playthrough that's gone right. Evidence of humanity, and I mean proper humanity, not those tribals that are pretending to be human but aren't. Proper humanity. This I missed. Allow me to be savage. This is interesting. Hungry, won't help me to eat. How about you just stop it, because I'm not interested in finding something to eat right now. What do we have here? Bones and medicines. So I suppose I should take some medicines. I suppose I'll have a quick snack on it. So there we go. Have them medicines, have them bones. I don't know why I want them bones, but I'm having them bones. Got some medicines up here if I need to come back for some. Anything up here? Yes, a corner. Timmy! You here? I definitely didn't forget about you this whole time. The hell? Okay. I'm not looking at just a door. I am, aren't I? I'm not just looking at like the abyss or anything. No, okay. What's my sanity level? Da 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 da, 32%. Wow, that's shocking. I'm genuinely impressed. Oh, I've got Star Trek doors and everything. This is a prison cell. This is a prison cell with a drill in it. Who are you? You're the person off the milk, aren't you? Megan's school photo. This is Megan's school photos. Please contact me with something else. Now I'm all red, just in case that's helpful, I suppose. Oops. Poof. Ah, bit of cloth. We don't need that for, but never mind. So we're Batmaning our way around. What have we here? More cloth. Transformers. Mickey tells lies. Does he indeed? Well, frankly, he can just do one because I'm not interested. This looks like a place a kid was hiding. Just look. Toys, pillows, notes that look vaguely like a child's handwriting, food. Looks like a place a kid might have been hiding. Don't really know why. As they were hiding from one of the escaped monsters. Fine, I'll open my book and look at my notes if we could just shut up for 2 seconds, game. Yes, look, here she is. Oh, is that related to this thing? Interesting. I couldn't care less if I'm honest. I just want to find my son and get out of here. I want to get in there, find him, ask him if he's alright. He'll say no, because that's what kids always say. I will then probably hit him with a stick, because I'm down to 32% sanity. And then we'll get out of here. This was here the whole time. I was off eating Tribal's legs, and this was here the whole time. It's not fair. Right, it's not fair. Does this rejuvenate my sanity? You know, sitting on something a human made? Probably not. At this point, I can't possibly imagine anything could return me to the realms of sanity. Water cooler! I'll have some of that, please. Thank you. Any notes? Some calculations about the leggy monsters. This is urgent! So let's ignore it. I don't know, that's what I always do with urgent post-it notes. Microwave. Food. Old mouldy food. It's old and it's got mould. I can give money to get an energy drink. Seriously. Well, I suppose it's something to do with your afternoon, isn't it? I feel like they're stocking me up. Daily grind. Achievement unlocked. Daily grind. For drinking coffee! Oh, I wish I could think of something witty to say at this point. The periodic table of elements, as if anyone cares. So, on earth is that? Reminds me of the underneath of the Dunwich building in Fallout 3, if you remember that. Which you probably don't, because Fallout 3 was released ages ago. But it's old, like me, so I remember it, because I don't remember anything that's young. Get off my lawn, all that rubbish. Yeah, it reminds me of the Dunwich building a bit. Yeah, I wish I had something interesting or witty to say at this point. Be gone, door! Seriously, how do I open this? Excuse me. Could I be permitted the pleasure of going through the door? Please? Okay, I'm a little confused. Have I gone the wrong way? Oh, is there another way I'm supposed to go? Because that certainly looks like a place you're supposed to go. What? What is this? I don't know, but it's not breakable. Okay, I'm very confused as to why this door doesn't open. I can only assume that means that's not the way that you go, and you're supposed to go a different way. And maybe you just come into the cafeteria in order to get lots of booze, so that you can restock your food and water, and prepare yourself for what I Assume it's the boss fight. Oh, I presumably can't carry any more booze. I mean, I can't carry any more Molotovs. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. No, this must be the way that you go, because there's no way out of here. You can't climb back up. Okay, which means there must be a way through the door. Great. Just when I thought this game couldn't tickle any more of my, oh my Gideon, I can't do this part of video games buttons, it had to put a puzzle in. Either that or I'm just so tired and so delirious that I'm completely incapable of figuring out what it is. Who knows? And yeah, I am fully aware of the fact that there's probably going to be a boss fight, and me going into that boss fight with this level of lack of brain power is very stupid. I get that. What I also think is interesting is that this food is all fresh, which means they couldn't have left more than a day or two ago. Seriously, do I need like the key card? Where is my key card? Here it is. Do I need like to hold this up? Use on door. This is like sensor? Sensor? Hello! Contactless card payments. I went to a shop the other day that didn't have contactless. Like seriously, it's 2020 and you don't have contactless payments? Come on, kids. Like seriously. Get with the times. I mean, I want to talk about getting with the times, but you know, come on. It would seem like the far side of this is where I'm supposed to go, but I have no idea how to get there. If you need all the pieces of Timmy's toy, I do want to emphasize the fact that I will shoot somebody. That somebody is going to be me. Oh. 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 I don't know whether to laugh. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, so I'll just smash the microphone with my fist as I attempt to pick up a glass of water. It's alright. I give you permission to laugh at me. Oh, gosh. Lovely crayons. Lovely, not copyright infringing crayons. What's this? Ancient artifacts. Can this artifact bring back the dead ethical scientist? No, of course it can't. Bringing back the dead is rubbish. No, that's the code. That's what it is. The code is a knuckle sandwich. That's what the code is. Okay, is that what the drawing was of? Is that what they were here studying? This whatever this thing is, this artifact. Count in binary. Seems a bit pointless. Loony landings. Was it all a fake? Including periodic table poster. Oh wow, because the scientists definitely wouldn't have one of that. The human. What can we learn about this by looking inside our own bodies, changing how we think about death, how water can claim the soul and needs the mind. Fascinating. More cloth. Some sort of a projector, I think, that's not working. Much blood and guts and gore. More cloth. What does that say? Little kittens, the loveliest thing I've seen so far. Be a good neighbour. Let's not sing that song about being a good neighbour. That's really a song about prostitution, but I know some weird songs, right? Yeah, die! Why are you so much more sooty than your brethren? Observation area. Why were you observing children? Why were you observing children? Why were children a part of this? Why were you tormenting children with all of this? I wish to know. I am from the... Now, are you tribals that they brought down from the island, or are you not? Why are there no tribal children? Why were they on IV drips? Do the tribals have children? Now what? I'm missing plan passengers. I've got no idea what's changed on the to-do list. Okay, oh, no. Not in there either, that's a bad idea. What the? What? Hi, Betty. It's him. 1, 2, 3. I hit him 4 times. I didn't think I even fired 4 arrows. I thought I only fired about 3. Okay, I guess he was a weak one. I guess he'd already been hurt a lot or something. Okay, odd. Hello, leggy monster. Okay, I can't go in that one. More monsters. What is this? Actually, don't answer that question. I don't think I want to know what the answer to it would be. So yeah, they were studying kids, and they were presumably trying to turn them into these monsters. Why? I have no idea. Okay, nothing in there. There's an armsy or 2 in there. There's a guy with a broken neck. More cloth. Bible. Feed drip. Well, what did you expect me to say? Can you think of an accurate way to describe that? Because I can't. And finally, it turns into a horror game. Not to imply it wasn't a horror game before, it's gotten a lot more horrific recently. Property of Megan. Draw your favourite thing on the back of a crayon box. Okay. So we keep getting references to Megan. She came on the yacht, right? She's a member of the people who came on the yacht. Okay. Was she kidnapped by these people to experiment on? Oh, lovely flowers. Yes, I know. I'm not interested in this. Yes. Just shush. Yes, okay, so presumably we're looking for Megan as well. Longevity medicine through Jarrett's project, presented by Dr. Matthew Cross. Virginia. Develop multiple sexual organs, face distortion, multiple limbs. Multiple limbs might be sibling anomaly, face distortions, highly aggressive. Progress through discovery. Translating results in the early adulthood. Early trial suggests... What? Parents willing to spend money, purchase a pet. What are you whittering on about? Okay, so this company, this is the one that was written on the documents with them shipping containers. They must have been shipping stuff in here in order to conduct all of their terrible crimes. Interesting. You are here, right at the bottom. Well, that must mean we're reaching the. That must mean we're approaching the end. Then I'm not complaining about that. Oh, this is nice. What do we have here? A drawing of the obelisk. I feel like I've seen this before. Just I'm going to assume it's an obelisk. It's that sort of shape. Yeah, so presumably it was all chemical, judging by their use of medicines and the periodic table. I would assume it's sort of a chemical process they're using on these things. They're presumably drugging them, mucking around with their genetic code, that sort of thing. Oh, I sit on a nice sofa as I sit here in my alien armour. Let's turn the light back on, thank you. Right, anything else important here? Big machines that look like they're used for blow drying people's hair. Printers that look like they came from 20 years ago. The obelisk again. Many calculations that are far too complicated for me to wrap my small brain around. More calculations in different ink this time. Aren't we lucky people? Some coffee, I suppose. Fill up my something or other. Big coffee stain. Your employment is terminated due to unethical and inappropriate use of... What? Who? Unethical and inappropriate use of equipment? Please submit your key card to security when you exit the building. Please let us know if we can assist you during your transition. Nancy Helen. Who was this written to, though? Oh, to Matthew Cross. Oh, interesting. Wasn't it Matthew Cross who was written on that PowerPoint presentation? So was he a big cheese here? Was he very mad about... What's up, Doc? You strangled yourself there? Yeah, you did, didn't you? Oh well, I suppose we all need a hobby. We all need a hobby, and mine is murdering mutants. Die, mineral mutant. Sorry. I get very sing-songy when I'm tired, and I'm deliriously tired at the moment. So, I don't think I can access that area, but, yeah, he didn't have a nice time. So maybe Matthew was mad about... Matthew was maybe experimenting on the subjects outside of the company's prerogative. Like, too much. And they decided to fire him for that. But he got mad and came back and, like, staged a breakout in order to kill all his employee friends. I've given up on trying to figure out what the story of this game is. I'm just gonna find as much information as I can, present it to you, and then you can make of it what you will. But I'm not gonna bother trying to, because at this point this game is a bit beyond me. Okay. Oh. Is this the thing? Timmy! Dad's home. Found you, saved you. You're alive now, aren't you? Yeah. You're fine. Everything's fine now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't make that. I didn't finish it. I only got 2 pieces, I only got the legs in the end. I guess if you could reconstruct it, it improves your sanity or something, I don't know. If this music is copyrighted, I'm sorry, but I couldn't care less. If this is supposed to be motivational, it's not doing a very good job. Because, frankly, I've been through too much to be motivated at this point. Oh. Suddenly the cogs begin to turn and everything makes sense. Okay, that will... Sorry to leave you on such a cliffhanger there, but I do have to limit the length of videos. Okay, so we found Timmy. We finally found Timmy. And will his fate be sealed? I don't know. There's Oscar award-winning acting for you. Yes, okay, so that's the end of part 9. In part 10, we will find out Timmy's fate, whether he is to die, or whether the craziness of this island can possibly produce another solution. So, yeah, that's the end of episode 9. It's 4:15 in the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. The last part of the series will be coming soon, I promise. Look after each other, and good night.